What's up? It's Avery. Today, I am filming Q&A. I've not filmed a Q&A in a very long time, and I know these can be boring, but I'm gonna make it fun. I'm gonna make it fun for you and interesting. On Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and you gave me some great ones, so I wrote down my favorites. Shut up. Is this too bright? Okay, but anyways, let's get started with the questions. Also, this is gonna be like a personal Q&A. I didn't just want it to be like, what's your favorite color? Because that's just boring and literally no one gives a crap. Okay, let's actually get started. The first question is, how has high school affected you emotionally? So I'm in my second year of high school. Well, okay, technically third, because where I live, it's sophomore, junior, and then senior. Freshmen are not technically in high school. My first year of high school was awful. Definitely one of the worst years. Not as bad as my freshman year, but I was technically not in a high school, so I'm not really counting that. It was more homework more than anything that had like a really drastic effect on my emotions. It stressed me out. I like couldn't sleep because I just had so much homework. But this year, honestly, has been really good for my mental health, like school-wise. I've made a ton of videos about school. I'll link them down below. My school this year is just so great, and I just love it so much, and it's just been such a, I don't know how to explain it. It's just been such a better experience for me. Way less homework. I like barely have any homework. I have work early, so I'm not at school all day. So it's just been, I don't know, it's just been so much better, and I'm so thankful that I can actually say that, because I never would have thought like last year or my freshman year that I never would have thought that like I would actually be saying that about school. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster for sure. Question number 2, how has your life changed after you came out as bisexual? Literally, it hasn't changed whatsoever. Zero, nothing. It's really not a big deal. I get so many questions. I mean, I got a ton, but I'm not gonna include all of them because I'm answering all of them right now. But I've gotten so many questions being like, oh, make a video about it. Oh, how did you know? Blah, blah, blah. This is just me personally. I'm not speaking on behalf of anyone else. This is just me. But it was never something that's a big deal. I knew my family and my friends would be accepting. I don't want to say I don't consider it a big deal, but I really don't. It really did not affect me. It's just so normal to me and everyone around me, and that's so great. And I know that's not the case for everyone, and I'm so sorry if that's not. I don't even think about it. Like, it was never something that like kept me up at night. The reason I'm not gonna make a whole video about it is because I don't feel a need to. How did I know? Like, it's not hard. It's not hard to tell who you're attracted to. I also got a lot of questions like, oh, I think I might be, but I'm not sure. That's okay. You don't need to label yourself. You really can't let your sexuality define you. It's really not a big deal. I promise you. If you're questioning or experimenting, that's okay. It really is okay. I promise. If you think you're one thing and then a few years later you change your mind, that's okay. Next question, what are your plans after graduation? My biggest plans for graduation are to travel. I've always wanted to see the world. I know that's a lot of people's goals. I haven't seen all the world, obviously, but I've been to a few really cool places like London and Barcelona and the Bahamas, and I loved it. I love traveling. I think it's so much fun. I have a really hard time getting out of my comfort zone, so I feel like if I'm physically out of my comfort zone, it will just help me grow so much. But speaking of traveling, this video is actually sponsored by Rustic Pathways, which is a traveling organization from anyone ages 12 to 22 that want to travel. This is a very safe traveling agency. I would not be telling you guys about it if it wasn't. Basically, they are giving me a trip to give away to one of you, so you and a friend can actually win a trip to Costa Rica, which is so fun. I have a friend that went there and she said it was literally the best thing ever. I just think traveling is so great to experience other cultures and other places. Traveling isn't for everyone. A lot of people are homebodies, and that's okay. So if you'd like to win this trip to Costa Rica, all you have to do is click the link down below in the description. I mean, honestly, traveling, like, it's an adventure of a lifetime. Does that make sense? It's an adventure of the lifetime. Anyways, traveling is a life-changing experience, so definitely go check out that link. Thank you to Rustic Pathways for sponsoring this video. That's definitely in my plans. I've been researching a lot of places. The next question is, when were you diagnosed with depression and what was your reaction? I got diagnosed with depression as soon as I came back from Texas. If you guys remember, I went to Texas with Dope. I think the next day I came back, I went to the doctor. I struggled that whole entire Texas trip. As weird as this is, I was kind of excited. I wasn't excited to be diagnosed with depression, but I was just excited to know.
In my video, I didn't really word this correctly. What I meant to say is that I was excited to get help. That's what I meant to say, so.
My next question is, do you have friends? This is a personal attack, but yes, I do. Recently, I've just been so happy, and I hope this isn't like a temporary thing that lasts like a few more days, but I've just been so happy. I've met some new friends. I've gone to lunch with new people. Someone asked me to go to lunch with them. Twice? 2 people? The next question, I surprisingly got this a lot, is how do you deal with fake friends? When it comes to fake friends, the first thing I do is nothing. I don't deal with them, and you don't have to either. And I have said this so many times, but get it through your brain. You don't have to deal with fake people. I promise you. Don't like them? Distance yourself. You don't have to be rude or salty or shady. You don't gotta be like that. Just distance yourself. If they ask you what's up, just say you want some space, and you are golden. Don't deal with them. You don't need to. So this next question I actually really like. It's what's the story of how you got your dog? Evie's not in here, but if you guys know my dog Evie, here's a picture. If you guys know my dog Evie, she is the light of my life. I love her so much. She brings me so much happiness. It really is crazy how much a pet can like help you mentally. She makes me so happy whenever I'm sad. I play with her and I snuggle with her, and it is just the best. I think the day before we actually got Evie, or no, not the day before, but like a few days before, I had a huge depression, anxiety, crisis, had a breakdown, was not doing well. And I remember my mom looked at me and she was like, I think we should get you a dog. And I started crying and I was very excited and very happy. But Evie's not my dog, she's my whole family's dog. I like to think that I'm the reason we actually got a dog because of that depression breakdown. So family, you're welcome. Next question is, how are you? And I'm actually really good, like really, really good. And I feel like I have not been able to say that in a really long time, but I'm actually really good and I'm feeling great and I'm actually really happy. Like I said, I literally have not felt like this in so long. I don't dread going to school in the mornings. I have like actually been hanging out with people and talking to new people. I have plans that I'm really excited about in the future. I don't know, man. It's just such a great feeling. It really is. This is the last question I'm gonna answer. It's, how does it feel to document your life on YouTube? It's actually really interesting, and I was literally thinking about this the other day, so it's funny that this girl asked that. It's so weird to reflect back and look on yourself. It's so weird to just think about how you were, but then to actually go back and see how you were is so weird. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I was watching some of my old videos and I was like, oh my gosh, that I literally feel like that's not me. Like, I'm just such a different person. I've grown so much. I've learned so much. I'm just so different now. I tweeted something the other day that was like, it was kind of cheesy, but it was like, thank the universe for growth and change. That is just so great. Like, it's so easy for me to look back on myself because there's tons of videos that I posted when I was 12, 13, 14. I'm now 16 and a half. I don't know. It really is crazy. It's really weird. It makes it really easy to see growth. So that is the end of this Q&A. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was somewhat interesting. Thank you to anyone who asked me questions. If you want to participate in the next one, which is probably not gonna be for a while because I never make Q&As, if you wanna go follow my Instagram, it's at AveryOvar, down below and somewhere on the screen. One last thing, thank you to Rusk Pathways for sponsoring this video. Top line in the description, go win a trip to Costa Rica. It really is a once in a lifetime opportunity for a lot of people. Go check that out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, bye. Mwah.
All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand.